Hi, I'm Mark, and this is What's Brewing. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the Atomos Ninja V. But before we get into it, I need to say that this video is not sponsored. But let's go ahead and let's get it out of the box. Now that we have everything out of the box, let's go ahead and let's see what it was. So first, let's start off with the paperwork that we saw, the little packet of paperwork. So first, we saw this little card, and it said, "Welcome to the Atomos family," which is kind of nice. I like getting a nice little thank you card. And on the back, it says, "Got a minute?" It kind of says, "Hey, go ahead and give us a post, give us a shout out on Instagram with your new Atomos." So I think I will be doing that with the hashtag #LoveMyAtomos. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. The next thing we have is the thing I always tell everybody to read through. This one is actually the quick start guide for the Ninja Atomos. This thing is going to tell you how to get it going, get it running, get it up and ready to go. Says everything that you're going to need for it, and it's really good. It's nice that they give this nice little description of what it is you're trying to put together. So go ahead and check this little guy out. So it's going to be really handy. The next thing I have on the list here is we have the charger. So you saw this little guy, so it plugs up, so charger for batteries, but also you can, with the adapter that they had, this guy, you can actually hard power it with it. If you see, it actually doesn't have the little power outlet there, because they actually gave you a pack in there, which is really nice, of all these different universal bits. So you have like all these different universal little bits. This of course is the American one, the one that we'll be using. But they have, if you travel around the world or go to different outlets, they have different kind of things. Now the batteries that do work with this, it's a larger brick battery, and I don't have one handy right now, but they're about that big. They clip onto the back. They're not too heavy, but they work really well with the monitor. The next thing we had was the actual Ssd casing. So this is empty. It doesn't come with an SSD. You have to purchase an SSD, but it needs to be an internal SSD, and you just mount it in there, and it slips into the back, so you can actually do recording directly on the monitor. The monitor itself records ProRes. You can download codecs for RAW ProRes, H.265, SDI. So you can go ahead and actually record from the monitor in multiple different aspects, and it's nice, and different codecs. And that works really well. So you have that. So you need to buy an SSD to go in this, so it can slip into the back. And the last thing, last but not least, the pièce de résistance, the actual Atomos Ninja V itself, ladies and gentlemen. This little guy. So this little guy looks small, but it packs a punch. Like I said, you can record directly on here. You can record ProRes RAW, H.265. You can record SDI if you're using those types of cameras. You have an input and an output, so you can actually connect more than one monitor to each other. As you can see here, they have the mount batteries. This is where your SSD goes. And it has mounts on the bottom and at the top. So if you need to mount it in either direction, you're actually able to do that. Also on the front here, if you can see, get you to focus there, you can see that it tells you the steps that you need to do. First, you need to download the software if you need to download any codecs, and 2, you need to register your Atomos for a 3-year warranty, which I did make sure that I'm going to do that. So that way you can also make sure all your firmware and everything is up to date before you start using, which is very important to do. But yeah, that's the monitor itself. It's really nice. I can't wait to get to start using it. But that's actually going to do it for the Atomos. I'm really excited to get started. I do plan on making a part 2, which is my first impressions of using this device, just to kind of give y'all how I feel about it, how it worked out, how it worked with my workflow and things like that. But other than that, that's it for us today on What's Brewing. If you liked what you see here, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to keep up with more content that we're creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.